Welcome in to Davis High School for KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Man, do we have a good one coming up for you. This Region 1 showdown, region rivals as the Davis Darts prepare to host the Layton Lancers. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Boy, cannot tell you how excited we are for this one. Two teams coming in looking for early positioning in Region 1. We'll start with the visiting Layton Lancers. Coach Kelby Miller's group comes in 12-5 on the season, 2-1 in Region 1 play. That lone loss coming in their region opener to Syracuse. Since then, they've reeled off wins against Weber and Farmington. They're led by Carter Miller, the junior point guard, averaging 21 points per game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He can do it all for the Layton Lancers. But it's more than just Carter Miller. You look at Chase Ranzel, Jack Godridge, Nick Anderson, each of them averaging double figures. There's great balance for these Layton Lancers on the offensive end, and when they get their shot going from long range, they can score with anybody in the state. We'll see if they can find that long range shooting on the road here tonight. Meanwhile, the Davis Darts, they come in 11-4 on the year, 2-0 in region play, wins over Weber and Farmington, and coming off a game against Lehigh where they would like to kind of move past that one, but they have great scoring ability in their own right, including a senior in Trayden Bessinger, the future Iowa Hawkeye quarterback. He averages 12 points per game, 8 rebounds per game. You're going to see him on the floor have impact really on both sides of the floor tonight. JT Turley, the senior guard, has been spectacular for Davis. 15 points per game. He can drive, very solid at the line. He is very, very quick as well for this Davis offense. You mix in guys like Cameron Brower, Bodie Sparrow, who a lot of coaches in the building tonight here to support Bodie. They all hope that the junior guard will be ready and willing to commit to them down the road. But this is a Davis team with great depth as well, and they always play their best when the lights are on and when they play the Layton Lancers. This is maybe the best rivalry in the state of Utah. We've got a gym tonight. Both student sections have packed their respective areas. The crowd is full. We cannot wait for this Region 1 special. It's Davis and Layton set to tip off here from Davis High School on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Layton in the road black uniforms, Davis in the home whites, and a uniform matchup where, how about this, we have logo against logo tonight on the unis. I kind of like that for these two programs as we are set to tip off. It will be Tage Allen and Cam Brower in the center circle as we are underway here from Davis High School. The Darts with the opening possession. Want to remind you, the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. At times we start early, stop it late, that sort of thing, as we do our best to keep it up with the official clock here in the stadium, as that was Bodie Sparrow going right to the rim on the opening possession for Davis to give them the first lead of the night. First possession now for the Lancers. That one intercepted by Bodie. Sparrow, other end. A quick 4-0 start for the Darts, led by Bodie Sparrow. How about defense into offense there for Bodie? Just like he does on the gridiron. Plays both ways, playing both ways here at home tonight. This is the aforementioned Carter Miller. Had that ripped away, but able to regather it. Defended by Bessinger. Miller, what a pass inside. Able to find Allen as that defense had to come up to help. We talked about Carter Miller gets a lot of talk for his scoring, and it's all deserved. But he'll share that rock as well as he gets Allen a nice find right at the rim. First points for the Lancers. Brower gonna roll right to that rim for Davis. Nice ball movement to the outside, freeing up Brower down the lane there for his first field goal. Here's Nick Anderson. He'll play into the corner. This is Godridge. He'll drive, kicks out, open look from the corner. Nick Anderson with the three. Sparrow on the other end with the flush. Boy, Bodie Sparrow has been very quick tonight. Miller with the answer down the lane for the Lancers. Back to a one-point contest here. You can tell these two teams, they are ready to go here tonight. Turley kicks to the corner. Davis, that three won't go, and a loose ball foul here going to be called on Brower. That'll be the first team foul on Davis. Here's Carter Miller. Trying to split that defense, kicks to the corner. Layton has the lead. A pair of threes in this opening quarter for Nick Anderson. Here's Turley, had the step. He wanted that kick to the corner for Davis, deflected out there by Anderson. It will be Davis here to inbound in the corner. To Bessinger, no, denied by Godridge. Big defensive play by the Lancers in front of that Lancer student section. Long three on the way. That was short. Bessinger with the board. A look there by Chase Randall. He can hit that shot. And Turley is going to be rewarded here. Is the foul called there on Anderson, picking up his first of the contest. We've seen a lot of penetration by these two teams, both really looking to get that ball in the paint down the lane. Sparrow will give here to JT. Zone look here by the Lancers. Brower looking to drive into the help D. Here's Turley. No. Godridge able to save that to Miller. As Layton bringing it up the floor. Miller, he's driving, and a foul called here on the floor. This will be on Sparrow. Second team foul on the Darts. As the offense's scoring is settled here a little bit. That inbound taken away by Bessinger. Sparrow, he'll take the three. That was short. Offensive board by Brower. Does he go back up with it? No, he'll kick out. That pass disrupted. Allen, he'll go up strong. Boy, nice response by Layton after Davis started off the game 4-0. It's been a 12-4 run since for the visitors. Turley, picked up by Miller. He'll drive, help coming over. That was denied by Anderson. Open look at a three. Ooh, just came off the rim there for Nick. Boy, the Davis fans would have erupted if that went down. Here's Bessinger now into the corner. Brower, his three, no. Layton has numbers here if they can push. Into the corner, Godridge hits the three for Layton. Three made threes for the Lancers here in this opening quarter as they've opened a 7-point lead, make it a 15-4 Lancer run. Looking to go in the post. That was the last touch by the Lancers. Brower. Three on the shot clock. Davis, don't know they see it, and it's a shot clock violation. Boy, Layton's defense it's done a nice job kind of settling down. You talk about 8 points for the Darts, 6 of those from Bodie Sparrow. Remember, 2 of those are off of a drive, or 4 of those off of a drive. The other pair is off of a steal and finish for Bodie. Davis hasn't been able to kind of find their half-court offense yet. Godridge, he'll drive, hanging, and scores. Four different Lancers have scored here in this opening quarter as the drive there by Turley. Drawing contact, Carter Miller will pick up his first. 2.5 to go here in this opening quarter. Our clock a little ahead of the game clock. We're just going to let game clock catch up here. There's about 2:22 to go. Brower will drive, hanging shot, no. Fast break that was deflected by Sparrow. And we've got a foul inside before that kick out. Is this going to go on Turley? Yes, it will. JT picking up his first foul. And now substitution for the Darts. Dylan Peterson checking in, as does Austin Taylor for Sparrow and Brower. Inbounded for Miller. Nice use of the pump fake there, the hold here, and that's going to be 2 quick ones on JT. He's going to stay on here for Coach Sims. Just over 2 to go in this opening quarter. That 3 by Miller won't go, and rebound tracked down there by Connor Brown. Into the corner, JT thought about it. He'll drive baseline, looking for help. Sends across, that 3's good. Knocked down by Dylan Peterson. Davis needed that. It ends what was a 17-4 run for Layton. Looked like maybe some trouble there. Able to find his outlet. The answer from Tage Allen. The 4th 3 for Layton. Adding up quickly. JT, he'll drive down the lane. Left-handed finish is good for Turley. An athletic wraparound shot there by the leading scorer for the Darts. As Miller here on this drive, going to be rewarded as contact, and Carter Miller will head to the line as the foul here going to be called on Peterson. They did call it on the shot. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. That's the 5th team foul on Davis. So Layton will be shooting free throws for the remainder of this opening quarter. As Baylor Brandt to the table to check in for Layton. They'll wait for this first free throw by Miller, which is good. And now that substitution will come on as Nick Anderson will head to the table and get a break here. Great start for Anderson. Pair of 3s in this opening quarter. Miller 1 for 2 on the trip. And Davis here with the clear. Bessinger. Oh, what a pass. And left it short. Offensive board denied by Miller. Carter Miller fouled at half court as this will go on Connor Brown. Wow, love the look there by the Darts, just a missed opportunity. Then how about the recovery by Carter Miller inside? What a defensive play. And now Miller right back to the free throw line here for Layton. Good on the first. One more here for Carter. It's a 10-point lead here for the Lancers on the road as another substitution. Bodie Knudsen, the sophomore, checking in here for Carter. And Miller will get a rest here. And we've got a foul here at half court going to be given there by Knudsen. Just the third team foul on Layton. They can continue to be aggressive here defensively should they choose to be. 41 seconds to go. Bessinger trying to set up that little spin move. He'll turn back, right side, count the bucket. Boy, Trayden Bessinger, you kind of see him setting that one up. Did a great job of getting Brandt really kind of back on his heels. And Bessinger there kind of showed that spin move a couple times, waited to get it just right. And able to spin right to the rim there. Solid finish. As both teams making substitutions here for the final 34 seconds. Bessinger's free throw rimmed out. Shot clock turned off here for the remainder of this opening quarter. Miller's back on the floor here for the Lancers as they're content to wait for this final shot. Here's Anderson. Clock down to 10. Tough pass, that deflected, last touch by Davis. Not a lot of room to fit that one in. Layton probably fortunate that possession stays here. Thrown in for Miller. 5 to go. Carter, little 12-footer, no. Ball's loose. Goddard will put it up, and it rims out. That will do it. A 17-4 run by the Layton Lancers helped them open up a 23-15 lead on the road at the end of the first. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week presented by Tab Bank on KSLSports.com. Start of our second quarter, 23-15. Layton with the lead and the ball. Your unofficial scoring leaders at the end of the first for the Lancers: 7 for Tage Allen, 6 for Anderson, 5 for Godridge and Miller. Meanwhile, for Davis, Bodie Sparrow leading the way had 6, 3 for Dylan Peterson, Bessinger, Turley, and Brower, each with 2. Miller tried to get that one right in front of the rack to Isaac Thompson, had it out off of a Davis foot as a kick ball there. Coach Sims here having a quick conversation. Maybe going to switch a basketball here. Just waiting to see if the opposing bench had anything to add, but he finally got Chad's attention. That one lost on the drive. JT, other end, hands off to Bodie. Nice transition bucket there for the Davis Darts, as they've cut it now to a 6-point difference. In the corner, Godridge, his 3 is good. And boy, we said this Layton team, they can shoot it from long range. They certainly have here tonight. Sparrow on the other end. That came off the rim. Godridge has the outlet up ahead with Chase Randall. And Layton showing they can get out on the run with the best of them. 28-17, largest lead of the game for the Layton Lancers as a timeout here taken by Davis. We're going to keep it here. We want to thank our sponsors that make this stream possible, including What Up's Insurance Agency. While we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, What Up's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, What Up's Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. Also want to thank Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with a 2.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal at Tab Bank, member FDIC. Davis basketball. See if the darts, or where the darts like to go. Here's an offensive foul. Going to be called here on Bessinger with the illegal screen. Be the first on Trayton. Miller sends outside. Anderson with a three. Nick Anderson once again hitting his third three. 14-point lead. Is Randall here going to be called for the foul? Boy, this Layton team, they are really shooting the ball well here. 6 threes in this first half alone. Turley sends out this three. Yes! Boy, I thought that might come off the rim for Peterson, but that one drops his second three tonight. He's the only dart to make a three. His pull up here from 15. Good there by Anderson. I mentioned he averages 10 per game. He's now got 11. Turley, little step around, will kick out to Brower. Cam Brower with the triple. This Davis team, they shoot just under 40% from long range. Well, they certainly had the ability to get back in this game. As an offensive board here by the Lancers. Drive by Randall, count the bucket. Wow, great job there by Chase Randall, just hanging in the air before finally able to get that shot up and good. The foul called on Bessinger. That's going to be the second on Trayton as Chase Randall here to the free throw line. First quarter saw offensive outbursts by each team to start us off. This second quarter started the same way. Hard to believe, 36-23. We've got 59 combined points in just over 10 minutes of play. That is unreal. Brower from the other side. No. Offensive board. Turley will try. No. And the rebound tracked down there by Allen. Godridge. Had that lane taken away. Miller. Left-handed finish wouldn't go. Bessinger with the board. Turley. He's trying to push the tempo. Little reverse by JT. Anderson. Good defense, trying to get it to Miller. Track down, Carter with room. Takes the shot and scores. Boy, they just keep going in for Layton. 7-3, the advantage from long range for the Lancers here in this opening half. It's a 12-point difference in a 14-point game. Tells you everything you need to know. Turley could not answer. Basketball finds Bessinger. Bodie straight away. No. Trayton with another offensive board, but an offensive foul here. A loose ball foul going to be called. This is going to be on Turley. That's going to be the third on JT. Oh, black 11. Okay, they called it on Anderson. That's his second. JT was confused. I was too. The official there is saying, hey, no, that's my bad. Had the wrong side. So this will stay here then with Davis. Oh, a little miscommunication there on the inside, and now Davis going to take a timeout as Dylan Peterson with his first 2-point field goal, able to get it down here to 12. Timeout. Davis, step aside, be back here on KSLSports.com. Layton basketball. Davis extending the defense out here. Godridge just inside the line. Oh, what do you think of that? Just when you thought every shot would fall, the basketball does that to the Lancers. Smiles on the Layton side after that one, including Coach Miller. He doesn't smile all that much, but especially during a game. He got a little smile on that one. So did Carter. Very rare you see that ball just kind of dive back into the glass. Bodie nearly lost that, able to maintain it as he works here with Peterson. Back to Bodie, miscommunication, Davis turns it over. Miller. Works over with Randall. Miller here double teamed. Bessinger nearly with the steal, but it finds its way to Randall. Chase in the lane. Able to free up enough space to get that shot away and score it. Chase now with 7 in the game, all of them here in this second quarter. Brower, he'll look to drive. Sends out extra pass up top. Bessinger, his 3 is short. The rebound brought in by Brandt. Randall, numbers here for Layton. No, that roll wouldn't go. Too strong on the shot by Allen, and a foul here going to be called on Davis inside on Peterson. Second personal on Dillon. Be the 3rd team foul on Davis. On the shot here, Tage Allen will head to the free throw line. Had that great first quarter, including a made 3, had 7 in that opening frame. He's beyond his average as well. Tage averaging 6 points per game coming into this one. Able to score on the front end, has one more coming up here as Connor Brown is checked back in here for Davis. Second free throw for Allen is good. 16-point lead. Back to the largest of the game for Layton. Turley, got a foul called here. Boy, Allen took a shot. And the worst part is he's going to be called for the foul. Able to jump back up. Good to see he's okay. He's going to have to walk that one off a little bit. They inbound to Bessinger. No, too strong on the look at the rim. Miller, threads that one up ahead to Brandt. Wow, what a pass by Carter Miller as Baylor Brandt becomes the 6th scorer today for Layton. Bessinger's 3 won't go, and the rebound brought in by Godridge. Boy, Layton has been really good on the glass, especially on those Davis 3s. A lot of one and dones. Miller hanging and scoring. It's a 20-point lead for the Layton Lancers. 10 now for Miller. Turley got around first line. Ooh, that did not go. Foul going to be called here, I believe, on Brandt. That nearly would have been a play of the week for JT had that gone. As Brandt called here for his 2nd personal, we'll head to the free throw line. We talked about that 17-4 run in the opening quarter for Layton. This second quarter has been a 24-13 advantage for Layton. As Turley hits on the first, Becca Miles coming on the floor here for Layton. Bodie Sparrow going to come on for Davis. Turley goes 1 of 2. been that kind of shooting night for the Davis Darts. A lot of 50% at the line. Talk about the threes that haven't been able to hit consistently. Certainly not at the rate of Layton. As Randall, that one was on line, but was just short. And it will be Davis basketball here with 1:20 to play in the half. Bessinger, this ball worked around to Turley. Brower trying to establish himself in the block, gives back here to JT. Oh, nice vision to find Bessinger. They were protecting that baseline skip. And Bessinger's just kind of set right in front of the lane. Turley able to find him. Final minute of this opening half. Miller trying to work around Bodie, and they're going to call Sparrow here. Be the second on Bodie. So for Davis, Bodie, Sparrow, Trayton Bessinger, Dylan Peterson, JT Turley, each with 2 personal fouls. Manageable if you're the Darts. It does reset the shot clock here. About an 8-second differential. Game clock, shot clock. Godrich finding himself alone will take the 3. That is short. Another offensive board for Layton. Shot clock now turned off, but a traveling violation. We'll give it back to Davis. That bucket won't count. Based off of Coach Sims' reaction, you have to think he's going to talk about the rebounding at the break for Davis. Layton is had the advantage on the glass in this opening half. 20 seconds left. Down to 10, JT working to his left, gives back to Bessinger, he'll drive. Tried to hand off, and an offensive foul. A little pass and crash, as my old friend Dusty loved to say. Going to be going here on Bessinger. That'll be his 3rd. Four seconds to go. Miller looking to get in the lane. Pull up from 15 is good. Carter Miller caps off what was an impressive half by the Lancers on the road. 49-30. Layton with the lead in this region rivalry. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Tab Bank on KSLSports.com. Welcome back to Davis High School. Layton with a 49-30 lead over Davis at the break. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. As we get ready to kick off this second half, going to go through some statistics for you that really kind of describe that opening half in case the score doesn't do it. Layton shot 62% from the floor, Davis 43%. We talked about the difference in three-point shooting, 54% for Layton, 7 of 13. 23% for Davis, 3 of 13. We mentioned the rebounding was in favor of the Lancers. That's the case, 18-12. Also had 14 defensive rebounds the Lancers did. Only 4 on the offensive end. Is really the rebounding, the shooting efficiency is your difference. 6 of 7 at the line for the Layton Lancers. Just 1 of 3 for the Davis Darts. We'll see if Davis can turn their fortunes around, seeing as how we've switched baskets here. Maybe there's just something about that north end. We'll find out as Layton will start with the basketball here in this third quarter. Your unofficial, well, actually, we do have official scoring leaders as Carter Miller picks up right where he left off. He's now got 14. Other scoring leaders for the Layton Lancers in this opening half includes Nick Anderson, had 11, 9 for Allen, 8 for Godrich. Meanwhile, for the Darts, Sparrow and Peterson each had 8. Turley there on the take, that gives him 7 now. And then 5 for Brower, 4 for Bessinger. Is a foul going to be called here on Sparrow, and that will be his 3rd. That is a confirmed third, by the way. Sorry for leaving you hanging there. Godridge, and he walked with it. I thought he might have stepped out there, but they do call the traveling violation. We'll give it back here to Davis. Turley terminated. Sends back up with Brower, now over for Bessinger. Traden, he'll look to drive into the corner. JT, boy, this Layton defense, it has been quick. In a zone here. Sparrow gives back, extra pass to JT. Corner three, no. And that one out of bounds. They say it stays here. There was one Lancer and 3 darts. And I thought Allen did his best to contest for that ball. He did not think it was out off of him, neither did the Layton bench. But the official right there had a different perspective. Bessinger in the block, turning around again, going up. Count the bucket for Traden. And one is the foul called here on Anderson. That will be the third on Nick. And Traden Bessinger now to the free throw line. As Baylor Brandt going to check back in here for Layton. Bessinger looking for a three-point play. There's a lot of work to do for Davis. Really needed to take advantage of those trips to the line. Bessinger does. Corner three. It's Baylor Brandt, who, if there's a young man on the floor, you're probably comfortable with that shot. It might be him, but then you realize, oh no, we don't want him taking it either. As he knocks down another Layton three. That is their 8th of the game, and now a foul going to be called on Carter Miller. This will be his second. 2 quick fouls here on the Lancers in this first 90 seconds of this third quarter. Skipped across, and the foul here going to be called on Brandt. Be his third. Some Layton fans get a little displeased. JT, he'll look to drive, got caught in the air. Good D there by Miller, staying vertical. Was there on the help. Davis able to work around. Sparrow back up with Turley. Kicked out, Turley's three, no. Bodie trying to get that board on the floor, calling for a timeout. Davis will take it. 5:50 to go here in the third. Davis timeout, and we'll be back here today. There is a very realistic possibility. You could have 3 teams tied for first atop Region 1 at the end of action tonight. Layton, obviously, with this lead, would hand Davis their first region loss. The other undefeated team in region play is Syracuse, who's taking on Farmington. And last check, Farmington led Syracuse 52-48 through 3 quarters. Is that one thrown away? Not the way you want to come out of a timeout, as Lancers pushing it up the floor. Carter here with a pull. That won't go. Gets his own miss and finishes at the rim. Carter Miller with the offensive board and bucket. Turley, look to the corner, no. And it will be Layton basketball. Officials here conversing. I'm going to stand here with the call, or stay with the call, I should say. That one denied by Turley. Nice defensive play there by JT. We talked about Syracuse, Layton, Davis. Chance to be sitting atop the region, each with a 2-1 region record tonight. Sorry, Layton would be 3-1. Davis will take on Syracuse. That's their next game. As a hold here on the inbound. Oh no, my bad. They called a illegal screen there on Allen, be his second. Davis will head to the road Friday night at Syracuse. Big time region implications in that one, atop this Region 1. Layton will have their Region 3 crossover. That game will be in a week. They've got a bye Friday night. As here is Brower. He'll drive left side off the window, good. Miller on the take again, my goodness. Carter Miller, his driving ability tonight has been impressive. As Bodie Sparrow on the other end, no. Miller, little no look to Goddard. Count the bucket for Layton. Oh boy. And a technical here going to be given to Brower. The visitors with a lot to cheer about. Officials here going to come together, get this all squared away. I'd kind of missed it initially, had to go take care of the system, but you could see, boy, there was a reaction. Don't know what spurred it. Layton seemed very pleased with the outcome of that one. As boy, really from the, Davis led 4-0 in this game. And since that point, it has just been all Layton, be it the three, be it the drive. Even their defense has just been tough to dissect today for this Dart offense. When you miss open looks and driving lanes taken away, boy, it just can get to be a tough night. And looking at Brower, and he kind of gave an action like there was a push there. And I don't know if it was after the play or what, but he certainly did not like it. There was a technical foul issued immediately to Cam Brower, as they will count the bucket here. As both officials now indicating to the coaching staff what's going on. An intentional foul going to be given here actually to Brower. At least I thought that was the a flagrant, my bad. And then a technical given to 14. So it'll be one free throw here for Goddard and a chance at the three-point play. And I just want to make sure that we'll see how this plays out. I'm pretty certain I saw they indicated both a flagrant and a technical to Davis. That will be adjudicated here after this Goddard free throw, which is good. So now it will be Carter Miller to the line. As Brower off the floor here. He was assessed 2 fouls on the scoreboard. As Miller hits the first. And the second. So 2 free throws there for Miller, good. 3 fouls here now on Brower. And it's Layton basketball. There's a foul called here on Davis. Sparrow picking up his 4th. Four team fouls on each side. Here in this third is The eventual result becoming more and more certain in this one. 63-37 for Layton here on the road. Godridge works to Allen. Able to keep that there, but the pass was deflected out. Davis, Gus Van Brocklin will check in here for the Darts. Miller from 15, no. Rebound tracked down there by Bessinger. And gonna have a foul call there at half court. Layton thought there should have been a traveling call. I think the official probably deeming that had there not been contact, it would not have occurred. Hence, hand really forced on the play. That was the 5th team foul, so free throws coming up here for Dylan Peterson. Foul was on Miller. That'll be the 3rd on Carter. Coach Sims having a little conversation with Carter Miller. All in good spirits. As I'm sure he was probably telling him, man, we don't have an answer for you tonight. It's been a big game for Carter. As Peterson able to hit them both for Davis. Bodie Knudsen checking in here for the Lancers for Miller. Have to wonder how much more time starters may have in this one with the separation we've got here in the middle portion of this 3rd quarter. Randall off that screen works back. Godridge will take the 3. No, was long on that, tapped over. Bessinger able to capture it here for the Darts. Extra pass over. Good closeout there by Godridge, but boy, into the body. And will be called here for the foul. I think the first on Godridge, if my notes are correct, and they are. So it will be free throws now for Gus Van Brocklin as Brady Wilkin will head to the table here. Maybe not. Van Brocklin good on the first. Now that substitution will come on as Isaac Thompson come to the bench. Van Brocklin makes them both. 63-41. Little full court here by the Darts. Nearly led to the possession. Allen kicked out. Randall. Have it on good authority. He's the nicest kid you'll ever run into. A little story behind that comment. That's for another time. Here's Godridge. Little turnaround. Tough fadeaway won't go. Rebound to Van Brocklin. Bessinger gives out. No, that 3 won't go, and Randall with the board. And a foul going to be called here on Davis. Call that on Van Brocklin. While we have a moment, we'll share that story here, as I think it's Randall going to the line. We did a Layton game over at Olympus earlier this year. Randall was given a technical foul. And, you know, sometimes you hear comments from the stands. Well, in that particular moment, one of the fans yelled out, "He's the nicest kid you'll ever meet." And so just had it on good authority. He's the nicest kid you'll ever meet. Chase Randall here stepping in the line for a pair. As the first one good. One more here for Randall. That one good, 2 for 2. Turley kicks out in the corner, now doubled. Bessinger sends back to the corner. This three's good. Dylan Peterson, his third three tonight. And he has been really the dart who has shot it the best from long range on what's been a tough night shooting the ball. Dylan Peterson now unofficially with 13 to lead the scoring for Davis as we're trickling down to 90 seconds left here in the third. Meanwhile, score of note for you 6A fans, undefeated Westlake trailing Harriman by 3 here midway through the fourth. Boy, that would be a game that would have the potential to shake up 6A a little bit. Shot clock down to 2. Randall gets it up, no. And that will be a shot clock violation. Davis basketball. And a foul going to be called here on Knudsen. So we'll walk down, take free throws. A pair here for JT Turley. Substitutions here for the Lancers as Turley makes the first. And the second. Boy, my camera guy just showed me a score that would blow your mind of action happening in the state of Utah tonight as Davis forcing the steal. Turley in amongst the trees. No, he walked with it. That call had mixed reviews, kind of like my cooking. It'll be Layton basketball up to Goddard, high off the window and scores. Quickly up the other end. Boy, what a game tonight for Peterson. Been active, aggressive all night long. Davis maintaining pressure here. About a second differential, game clock, shot clock, and Layton trying to get the timeout. They will get it as they were right up against that 10-second window here trickling down. Timeout taken, and we'll be back here 26 seconds to go in the third. I want to remind you, KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week is presented by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with a 2.75 annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal at Tab Bank, member FDIC. I want to thank Tab Bank for their sponsorship of KSL Sports Rewind. Layton can take the last shot here as they look content to do so. Miller will come back to initiate. Will take the three. Carter just rimmed out, batted around before secured by Davis. Bessinger will have the half quarter, and that will not go. 67-48 Layton as we head to the fourth here at Davis High School. Fourth quarter. The Lancers with a 19-point lead over their rival, the Davis Darts. Both teams were even, 18 apiece in that third. Bessinger with space, able to hit the three. Positive note for the Darts to start this final quarter. First made three tonight for Trayden Bessinger, and I believe the first three for Davis that was not hit by Dylan Peterson. Nope, that's not true. Brower had one. My apologies, Cam. It is the first for Trayden, however. Is foul going to be called here? The contact there on the drive by Carter Miller, given by Taylor, the first on Austin Taylor. Here's Godridge, will bring back to half court. And offensive player control there. Godridge called for his second. Turley looking to drive. Boy, nice take there by JT. This game not done yet. A lot has to go right for Davis, but they've got a good start here in this fourth, and a timeout going to be taken here by Coach Miller. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Be back. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Lancer basketball. Randall. Layton spreading things out here. Trying to narrow down the number of possessions in this game, not let Davis get going. Miller, little pullback three, no. Offensive board by Randall, but a foul going to be called here. This will be on Layton. And it's on Allen. The third on Tage. Davis trailed by many as 21. It's 14. Turley hard off the glass, and that's secured by Godridge. Layton pushing tempo. Randall looking to drive. He'll pass this back out as Anderson helped set the tone tonight. Had 6 in the first quarter off a pair of made threes, 11 at the break. Davis really trying to defend Carter Miller, and we're going to have a double foul given here. I think that's actually a good call. Van Brockman was certainly being aggressive with him, but Carter, you kind of saw him take some swipes as well, trying to get separation, get hands off of him. Official there saw it, called it. Now it's going to be the second on Van Brockman. I think the fourth on Miller. I didn't see them put the Miller foul up there, but the indication was a double foul, so. Shot clock ticking down. Anderson has to put one up. That won't go. The rebound brought down by Sparrow. He's off and running. Bodie pushing it. Other end. And is fouled. Bodie Sparrow now will head to the free throw line as this is going to go on Allen. That might be the fourth on Tage of the third. My bad. Fourth team foul on Layton. So Davis will be shooting free throws for the remainder of this contest. Sparrow makes the first. And the second. This sounds kind of weird to say. It's a 4-possession game. As you see Davis ramping up. Allen got the defender in the air. That came off the glass too strong, and a foul going to be called here on Davis. This will go on Peterson. Be the third on Dillon. The third team foul on the Darts. They only have one to give. Miller, no, but he was fouled. This was given by Brown. That will be, by Sparrow? And that will be the fifth on Bodie Sparrow. He is fouled out. Exits the game with 10 points. Had those 6 in the first quarter. His night done. There's a lot of people in the building tonight to watch and support Bodie. He'll check out for the last time. Cam Brower coming back on here for Davis as Carter Miller stepping to the free throw line. Miller missed the first. Hitting the second. 1 for 2 on the trip there for Carter. Bessinger gives to Turley. Here's Brower, tough baseline fade, won't go. Bessinger had it knocked away. Allen called for the foul. I have that as, that is his 5th. The board said the previous one was his 3rd, but I had it as his 4th. That is the 5th on Tage Allen. So Allen has fouled out tonight, exiting unofficially with 9. As they'll run Baylor Brandt here to the table for the Lancers. Van Brocklin checking in here for Davis. Well, we have just a moment as we work through kind of the foul situation. We do want to thank Wadop's Insurance Agency. We all love spending time supporting our high school teams. Wadop's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Wadop's Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text them 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program with Wadop's Agency. No. Missed opportunity for Davis. As you see Miller here taking some time off the clock. Defended by Brown. Miller's drive got blocked by Brown. Trying to save it for Bessinger and does, but a foul called. This will go on Brandt. And we will walk down and take free throws with the Darts. 4th on Baylor Brandt. Talking about the fouls we're adding up for the Lancers in that first half, and now that's kind of coming back on Layton, something they're going to have to work through over the final 4.5 of this contest. As the first for Bessinger, good. Layton has only 1 point in this fourth quarter. They had 67 through 3. 1 of 2 on the trip for Bessinger as the rebound brought down there by Randall. Anderson trying to shake the D, terminated, and Brower, that hand came up inadvertently. And just so you know, there is no longer an undefeated team in 6A. Westlake has fallen at home to Harriman. The Mustangs scored with about 4 seconds to go, 67-66. Harriman has upset Westlake. As it will be Nick Anderson here stepping to the line. The foul was on Brower. Pair here for Nick. No. Missed the first, has one more. Brower going to come off the floor here. Split the trip. Rigby sends out. Brown tried to leap for Bessinger, batted up. Trayden able to possess it. Spinning off the window, no. Miller with the board. Miller right down the lane is fouled. Call on Peterson, be the fourth on Dillon. And now Davis with a few players at 4, also gonna have to navigate these final few minutes. His first free throw from Miller is good. One more coming up here for Carter. Had him unofficially with 21 coming into this fourth quarter. He's added 3 more. A game high 24, according to my sheet. Turley looking right side, had it knocked away, sends out. Boy, Miller took one. And a foul, loose ball going to be called here on Davis. That will be on Peterson. He has fouled out. He'll exit tonight with 15 points, your leading scorer for the Darts. Couldn't tell it was off your screen, but JT Turley came over to Carter Miller and just kind of gave him a tap. It looked to be some sort of, hey, apologize on that one. I think JT probably knew he caught Carter inadvertently. And as much as we love these rivalries, sometimes you can see tempers flare up. We saw it earlier in this one, and you love when you can kind of have those better moments. Say, hey, my bad, I got you, didn't mean to. His free throw here from Brandt is off the mark. He'll have a second try. Baylor's second attempt. There you go. Turley on the drive trying to wrap around. Brandt going to be called here, and that will be the 5th on Baylor. So we'll be patient as we allow the time here for the player to come off the floor. As Brandt gets a ovation from his fellow colleagues. We'll call the Layton student section the Lancers Court. I think that's fitting, right? Both free throws made there for Davis. Lancers able to get it ahead. Randall kept that pivot and play this out. Miller. That kind of a night. Carter Miller down the lane, despite contact, able to get that shot up and good, and a chance to the line here for a three-point play. As that foul was on Bessinger, his fourth. Boy, lanes kind of looked like they were expecting two there as you saw Van Brocklin come sailing in for the board. Here's a three from Brown, no, offensive board. Van Brocklin denied by Godrich, got a piece of it. Two and a half to go. Anderson here trying to expire as much time as he can. We'll find Miller. 11 on the shot clock for Carter. And that foot just got drug. A traveling violation there on Miller. Brower, no. Boy, Davis has missed so many shots from close tonight. I feel like I can think of 6 or 8. And again, being outshot from long distance, missing shots that are close that normally go in, just tough night. That's how you get to 16-point contests. Well, have another matchup, these two will. That'll be at Layton, and figure that one will be more closely contested than this. You don't get a lot of blowouts in this matchup. It'll be a good one. As officials here conversing with 90 seconds left. They'll reset the shot clock here. Randall in with Miller to the floor, fouled again. Boy, Carter Miller, oh, that time he's holding that elbow. Boy, so many times he's gone to the floor hard tonight. And this one, he's a little slow to get up. I hope that he's okay. What a game for Carter, still holding that left elbow. Foul called on Brower, that's his 5th. Got a little spot they'll try to clean up in the lane there. Carter still kind of flexing that wrist. There's a loud thud. And again, he's had several of those tonight. Going to be black and blue. You know what I recommend for those? Little cold hot therapy, a little sauna, cold plunge. It's quite refreshing. Almost like a junior mint. As Miller good on the first. What a game for Carter. Average 21 a game coming in tonight. And he is well above that as he has paced Layton here to an 18-point lead in this region matchup on the road. Timeout, Lancers. Bessinger inside, no. A rebound there to Layton, and that's going to be out off the Lancers. 1:15 to go. Van Brocklin handing off here to JT. Bessinger. JT straight away, his three, no. Tapped out off of Layton. Just over a minute to go. Want to remind you, we'll have games for you tomorrow night as well here on KSLSports.com. We'll also have games Friday night. Got a full slate for you, including Davis. That game against Syracuse, as that came off the rim. And you just saw the response there by Connor Brown, like, seriously? I mean, how many times is that going to happen? Your home rims are not supposed to do that to you. And Davis just been betrayed by the home rims here tonight on several opportunities. As we'll walk down, it'll be Randall here to shoot a pair. Student sections here going back and forth. That Davis-Syracuse game will actually have the doubleheader for you, girls and boys. That'll be a huge game on really both sides. Talking about the implications in Region 1 here on the boys' side. Also implications on the girls' side. Those have been two of the best teams in region play this year. As Randall. 77-58. Bessinger's three, no. A rebound to Miller. And the ever popular "Let's Play Soccer" chant going on here at Davis High School. I'm just waiting for the "Let's Play Chess." As Anderson. Shot clock down to 12 here. I would imagine they'll just take the violation. And that will be the case. A rare turnover tonight for the Lancers. That's going to hurt in the statistical book. Final seconds. Taylor will take the three, no. Miller the board, and that will do it. What a night for Layton, a statement win here in region play. 77-58 your final score. Layton with the dub. 29 unofficially for Carter Miller, 11 for Goddard, 12 for Anderson, 9 for Allen, 9 for Randall. As Layton with as impressive as a win as you'll see over Davis. Thank you for joining us here on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. We'll see you next time here on KSLSports.com.